right, Giz, take it away.
Alright, when we left off, you guys had basically kidnapped McCath from where she'd been living for the last 3 years, gathered what looked important, and then took the boat back to Waterdeep. As you guys arrive in Waterdeep, the boat is immediately met by the Arcane Brotherhood, who take McCath and her belongings. And now that you guys are in Waterdeep, what do you want to do?
I hadn't thought that far ahead.
Do we have any shopping we need to do? I mean, whatever we want, we can get in Waterdeep.
As a matter of fact, yes.
We were going on a shopping spree.
Shopping episode!
I mean, we do need things, I'm sure.
Well, I say if nothing else, we could spend this time like we did last time. And I point down the road in the direction of the yawning portal.
Wait, so what do these people who are working for, do they need anything else?
Oh yeah, do we have to deliver McCaff somewhere?
The Arcane Brotherhood picked her up
Oh yeah.
basically as soon as the boat landed.
Wait, aren't those her people? I thought she was Arcane Brotherhood.
Yes.
Yes, she is.
So is that good for us?
I mean, I would guess
Well,
so.
No one was being hostile, if that's what you're referring to.
She wasn't being exactly friendly either.
That's true.
You guys walked into her tent, interrupted her work, and immediately tried to cast Charm on her.
It was a rescue mission.
That was Finron, not me. To be fair,
We brought
we
her
did the same.
stuff back. We brought her stuff back, so, you know. So,
Well, the world was kind of in a bind. I think that kind of takes precedence over whatever research she was doing.
I agree with Finrond.
Yeah.
so are we
We should
going?
have taken some time to talk to her about the whatever that horn thing was and what it was doing with the dragons and
Huh. We'll make it a point to stop in on the Arcane Brotherhood, I suppose.
So, are we actually going shopping? Are we going on a shopping?
I don't know. Did we
Later.
need something?
I mean, I don't really need to roleplay anything. I just want to. When we're in Waterdeep, I'm sure I can buy some mundane equipment.
I've been carrying a bunch of garbage we can offload. Like this stack of 20 precious stones. Although I thought they were only like, what, 100 gold pieces each?
We could divide up all the money we've gotten.
There's no money. Alright, so 20. Oh, but now it's gone. So there's that. Let me see if there's anything else rolling around in my inventory. We only have one potion, or one scroll of Raised Dead remaining. But no longer necessary. I have since taught myself very potent magics. I think that we'll be quite fine as long as we have the reagents.
What are your reagents?
I'll have to visit an herbalist. They require very potent unguents.
I don't see why not.
Actually, I think I'll need several. We have diamonds, but they are quite valuable. If we had lesser diamonds, then we can grind them into powder, and I could use them in case Isafa was ever, if anyone was ever afflicted with an ailment like Isafa's petrification.
That would be useful. How does one grind up diamonds?
They turn into powder.
Oh, I just imagine you hit.
No, I know
very
that's the
hard on a
result,
lot of-
but How do you do it? They're awfully hard.
Take a hammer and you just.
Takes a great deal of skill. Or maybe they're mined in that way? I'm not very certain. I would also like to purchase and a gate. Are you familiar with it? They're green stones, very pretty.
So then we need to visit a jeweler.
Perhaps.
I like jewelry.
Oh yes, I think I have gems too.
You do. You have a ton. And I think you've also
I-
picked up gold that we didn't.
No, I have 3, but
So here's the deal. I'm currently holding 500 gold pieces diamonds that we had originally purchased for the as a spell component for Raise Dead.
Yep.
Yes. Well, unless Finron has learned Raise Dead, these aren't going to be...
have.
You have?
Yes.
Okay, then I will hold on to these. Unless, of course, we buy my unguents. And then I can bring anyone back without the penalty of a Raised Dead. But also it's highly... somewhat unpredictable.
Maybe a mixture of both. After all, if
What's that about
Finron's the one that passes away, we need a backup plan.
That's right. So
Unpredictable?
don't worry your little head about that.
that worries me.
Well, you see,
Yeah.
in the druidic circles, our method of returning those souls that had departed involves building them a new body from the earth and soil, then coating it in these unguents, and then their new body will form. But there is no guarantee that when you are reborn, you will return in the same shape that you had been before.
What sort of
don't do that
shape
to me.
might?
Well, it could be anything. You'll be a humanoid, I can assure you that. But beyond that, the effects are just...
So not a squirrel.
No, not a squirrel.
Rano, if I ever die, and I swear if I turn into something else, you better kill me.
Well, I'm afraid I couldn't. It takes a willing recipient to return from the dead. But it is as Isifa and Crow have said. What if Finrond is the one to perish? We need at least one casting of this ritual prepared.
So then if Finron dies, you'll cast that on Finron, then Finron can cast Raise Dead.
Ooh, I like that. Because his raised dead will bring me back as I am, right?
I just shrugged. I'm not familiar with the ways of the bard.
Finrond?
Pardon?
This hasn't occurred to me before,
say-
because the last time
I
I was
say
dead,
we
I came
allow-
back, I'm still me. But when
I
you
say
raised
ro-
dead, would
They're basically, Finron, they're letting you know that if you die, you're going to get reincarnated.
All right.
Because it's the only thing we can do to bring you back.
I suppose I'm fine with that.
So we are
but you
agreed.
might not be you. Well, I guess you would be you, but you wouldn't look like you, or maybe, or
Doesn't matter as long as it's still him.
Isfa, don't think about it too much. You're gonna hurt yourself.
okay.
I agree.
Okay.
This is not something to dwell on. None of you
not
are
like-
going to perish under my protection.
It's not like he's the smartest person in the party or anything.
Oh yeah.
Of
but
course not.
I'm gonna kind of raise my hand around. Rano, I did die while I was in your company.
And I
It
brought
was-
you back.
He did.
Sadly.
It was very
So
heroic.
why don't we have Rano keep maybe 2 uses worth of his incongruence and such, and leave the rest to Finran.
Well, then I will need to use 2,000 of our gold coins.
And how many do we
How
have?
many do we have?
Well over 2,000, right?
I pull out my pouch, sit on the ground, and lay it out and start separating coins. Hmm.
Here, I'll help you count.
No. I can do this.
Listen,
If we convert our silver and our electrum, we have about 5,000 coins.
Perfect. We have enough to get 2 uses of all the what's it stuff.
And then the rest can go to Finrond. I mean, that seems...
Well,
reasonable enough.
I hold up the diamonds. We already have lots of those.
Yeah, just give those to Finra.
Yeah, we'll just hold on to these.
Okay, sure. Even better. That way we've still got money spare if we ever need anything else.
All right. Do you actually want us to roleplay out finding a guy and buying reagents?
No.
All right. So 1,000 gold for ungruence. That's just what it says. Oils and ungruence. And then
I'd like to take a small portion to be able to just buy a few bits, like a longbow and some more arrows.
Yeah, just tell me what you're spending so I can deduct it from the total.
Let's call it 55 gold.
Sure.
Oh, that's something. How many bolts do I have? Not that I use very many.
So hold on. 1,000 for ungruence. Let's say 500. That's 5 casting of greater restoration. Or we can punt one of the diamonds we have, still have 4 raised dead uses, and the scroll.
What, to buy another?
To buy 5 uses of greater restoration. Because greater restoration, in order to cast it, you need diamond dust that gets consumed.
Sounds good.
Okay. So now we have 4 diamonds. And then I need to add... Yeah.
Is there anything like glue?
Yeah, but it's a magic item.
Oh, okay.
I worry what you're gonna use glue.
It's all good. It's fine. If it's a magic item, I'm not going to bother.
Alright, diamond dust, 100 GP. 4 diamonds at 500 each. And then I need rare congruence. It's just funny. Alright, guys, yeah, don't everybody talk at once.
So we're going to head to the Yawning Portal then, right?
Sure.
Sure.
Sounds like we could use a drink.
Certainly earned it.
Do we get to go
As-
down the hole?
As you guys approach the yawning portal, you see something you've never seen before. The yawning portal is closed with a sign on it saying, "We are very sorry for the inconvenience. You see the owner, the bartender, standing there. He explains to you that he was gone from his bar for 1 day, and cultists have raised a royal ruckus attacking members. He had to fire most of his security staff because they were with the cultists.
It sounds
So-
like you need to hire new security staff.
And thus, the tavern is closed until we complete the process of hiring new staff.
Well, you are in luck. We are renowned adventurers. Surely, well, you have heard of us. We were here last time after we, thwarted the cult of the dragon and brought in this massive amount of wealth to the city of Waterdeep. Surely you would want to hire us.
As you say that, you hear a familiar voice behind you saying, "Guys, we need you for something else." And you turn around and see Leosin standing there. He states that the council sent him to find you guys, but you guys had already left the docks before he got there. There's a few matters that we need to discuss.
I don't suppose you need us at a bar?
Well, not this one, because this one's closed.
I'm sure there's another one. I've been here. There's definitely another bar, right?
It's Waterdeep. There ought to be at least one more.
Well, standard town rules state 2 bars for every 1 church. There's plenty of chapels around, so there's plenty of bars around.
I heard there's a really good one at Troll Skull Alley.
That is correct.
Oh, yeah. We should try that one.
Troll Skull Manor, I believe.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
know
that's what I
the
heard.
owner. He's a friend of mine.
Okay. Am I the only one that's out of the loop here? I don't know what you guys talking about.
Just so you know,
Waterdeep
Lou,
Dragon Heist.
the DM is out of the loop on this one, too.
Okay, good.
Waterdeep Dragon Heist.
I think we should stop trying. The kids is like, come on, this is hard enough.
Ooh,
So where's the
Runo,
alcohol?
Runo, can you polymorph me to be a T-Rex and I can go stomping down the streets of Waterdeep?
Isifa, are you not familiar with the Waterdeep and the Code Legal?
No. What's that?
Well, if I were to polymorph you into something so disruptive, it'd be a certain way to have the cloaks called upon us.
I already have a cloak,
No, not the cloaks.
don't I?
It's Waterdeep's militia, Isifa. Just disrupting commerce is against the code.
I'm not going to disrupt commerce. I'm going to go stomping down the street.
That
There
would
aren't
be
any commerce
disruptive.
on the street. Oh, okay. But it'd be a lot of fun.
So,
All right, Leosin leads you guys to a small, undescript, unnamed, unknown bar to have a discussion with you.
Just someone's house.
It'd be a lot easier for me than a well-known bar.
Okay, Leo, what do you want?
All right, with everything you guys have done to thwart the cult, we have our agents out finding information about what they're doing, what's going on. We have come to learn that 2 of the white dragon masks are at large. The white and the green are out basically raising trouble.
How does a mask raise trouble?
we have encountered these before. Powerful magical items.
Oh, right. The red one, wasn't it?
I don't
No.
remember. No, it was the Black Dragon mask. That was the one being worn by
Resmere.
Resmere. Yeah.
Whatever happened to that mask? We never found it, did we?
No.
She had it in her trunk, and
She
when
must
she
have had it hidden
died,
somewhere.
the
Yeah,
contents.
I out of character. I know that. Asuka doesn't know that though.
But as far as our agents have been able to tell, 3 of the masks are at the Well of Dragons, but there's still 2 that are out at large, and our best shot of slowing down the cult is to get those masks.
All right, then
Okay.
where should we go looking first?
Do you want us to kidnap somebody? We're getting
We're
pretty
good
good
at
at that.
No kidnapping. The Arcane Brotherhood is not happy about you guys kidnapping McCath
Technically,
and
she
bringing her
came
back the
willingly.
way
She
you
had
did.
Stockholm syndrome. She refused to
that's-
leave her captors.
And technically, she did come willingly. I never laid a single hand on her.
Until she got on the boat, and then she realized that you muddled her brain.
That's why I hid.
Well, the Harpers agents have heard rumors that the White Dragon mask was actually stolen from the guy that had it. There was a dwarf named Bram that had the White Dragon mask. But the rumors we've been able to get is that somebody stole it from him, and no one's been able to find it.
Ha! Well, I will find it, surely.
All right, let's see if we can find this dwarf named Ram and question him. See
But
what
wait.
he knows.
What is our reward for finding the mask?
The world's not coming to an end. I assume that's part of it.
Rano, you sound like a greedy
Yes.
human.
Stopping of the Cult of the Dragon and stopping them from bringing Tiamat back, I think that should be pretty much reward in itself.
No, I think we can go bigger.
Well, I think it's quite happy. It's quite a good job for us to do. After all, we are the heroes of this tale, and so the heroes must do their job.
Back at the palace, we have a couple members of the Emerald Enclave that would like to speak with you about the Green Mask.
What are their
Okay.
names?
Okay, but isn't okay? They want to talk to us about the green mask, not the white one that was stolen from the dwarf.
Well,
Oh.
if they have a more solid lead on where to find it, perhaps they would be the wiser option to pursue first.
What are their
Also, let's
names?
talk
These
about-
Emerald Enclave representatives. I probably know them. I've worked with the Enclave many times in my years.
Prince Alag.
Ah, Prince Alagarthus. Aye. He's indebted to me, he is. Let us see what he wants first.
Which way's that?
He said they were in the castle. So that they would be in the castle ward.
And Delon is also there. They can fill you in on the green one. If you like, I can tell you what our agents, the rumors we've heard.
Yes, I will go see Alagarthus. I will warn the rest of you, though. He has quite a personality. His father, King Melindrak, wasn't very kind to him. And Alagarthus became quite upset when he tried to ally with the dwarves of Mount Illifarn. But he is very intelligent, and he has a silver tongue. So take whatever he says to you with a grain of salt.
Sounds like a man after my own heart.
I think salt corrodes silver.
What? Dude, he just completely doesn't understand.
So, do you guys want more on the white
Yeah.
mask, or are you going to talk to the prince to ask about the green one?
Yeah,
Well, we
let's
can
get some
do
more
both.
information.
Well, I think we have to
Yeah.
choose which one we're following up on. So, I've already established. I already know Prince Aligarthus. I will be heading to the castle ward
That's for the green. Right?
for the green
Okay,
mask.
so we'll do that.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll go.
Yeah, how about Leosin? If you can get more solid information besides just rumors, we can come back to this one later.
Wait, perfect idea. Okay, so we split the party.
That doesn't sound like a good idea.
Well, then we tackle two birds with one stone.
Oh, I
Yeah,
love it! I
yeah.
love it!
I got
Sounds
you,
like
Giz.
awesome idea. Thank you, Lou.
Okay, Lou, you can go after one, and the rest of us will go after the other.
I concur.
Buddy system! Buddy system.
Yeah,
I'll go
buddy
too.
system. I need a friend.
Isafa, accompany the boy.
You're sending the
Yeah.
two children to go.
I don't suppose you could polymorph me to a T-Rex.
No.
Okay,
Not
so
you,
Yeah.
Lou.
we're going to the green.
No, we're
Yeah,
going
we're
to the
going
green
after
one.
the green. No, we're all going to the green one.
We're all
going to
Split
the green.
party.
Yeah.
We're walking to the
Alright.
castle. What?
All right. Upon arriving at the castle ward, you are greeted by Delon, and basically starts saying that glad you guys are there. We need to stop both of these because this is our best chance to massively slow the cult of the dragon down. slow
Delon,
their
where's
efforts way down.
Aligarthus? I was told he would be here.
She points over her shoulder back at the building.
He's in there? Well, tell that goatish, beef-witted barnacle that we're out here waiting and send him out.
This is Rano, you know.
And as you say that, you notice that Dolan just basically just turns around and Leosin and they both walk in, leaving you standing out there grumbling about how you're out there waiting.
I'm gonna go in with him. Me and Aligarthus, we're friends, we're buddies, we're pals. He'll be happy to see me, probably. I don't know.
Probably doesn't even remember who you are.
When you go in, you notice that all three of them are seated down in a small alcove out of the way off to the side.
Aligarthus! Hey, you old mangy hedgeborn clotpole! Ah, you reeky milk-livered maggot pie! How long has it been?
Aligarthus looks up, looks at you, shakes his head, and says, "Not long enough."
Ah, yeah, that's what your wife was saying. So, tell me more about this green mask.
Crow is laughing his ass off. Right?
Roland's preparing for a fight.
Okay, now that I've composed myself, Leosin speaks up instead of the prince, and he says, well, both of them are important because both opportunities, it's basically the same mission. It's to stop the cult. It's just two different directions that we're going here. You either help, well, eventually you're going to need to do both because we need to stop them both the Emerald Enclave and the Harpers are so spread thin that they can't take on either one of these.
Maybe we should split the party.
That sounds like a terrible idea. Remember,
Yeah,
the canopy is only as strong as we are together. If one were to leave, the absence would invite the disease and the insects to eat and fester the rest of the forest. We have to go together.
What are you talking about?
It's a
Forest?
metaphor.
But what kind of canopy? What? It's talking about disease and stuff. Isn't that a piece of furniture?
It means that if one of us leaves, the enemy can exploit the weakness in the
No,
gap that's left in our.
listen. I got a better metaphor, okay? We're like a table. So
We
if
don't
leave,
need more
then we got-
metaphors.
Wait, why is he talking about a table?
Why are you talking about a canopy?
Because we are the canopy.
No, we are
No,
a
wait,
table.
we're the trees. And
Why are
the
we
trees.
Leosin looks over at Roland and Asifa and Crow and says, "Do they always bicker like this?"
Yes.
Usually.
Of course.
Okay, maybe we should have the kids go stand somewhere else while the adults talk.
You gonna put me to the kids' table?
No one puts baby in a corner.
Do we get punch? I want punch.
I'm down for some fun.
So Roland's going to ask Aligarthus, is your information more than just rumors, or is it the same as Leosin's?
Yes.
All we know for certain is that there is a green dragon working with a worm speaker in the Misty Forest. He's got the green mask, and they've been raiding villages in the Misty Forest for quite a while now.
What? Then that is where we will go. And quickly.
I guess we're going that way.
It's a much more
Yeah.
solid lead.
Yeah, because with the white mask being in God knows where, then this is the best route that we need.
I think we should give them more
Aligarthus,
time to get
why
ready.
did you not speak up sooner? How is your village faring? Has the elven stronghold fallen?
The stronghold itself has not fallen, but a lot of the smaller villages and basically the towns are just basically havoc is being wreaked upon the entire Misty Forest area.
I'm going to walk up to Aligarthus, and I'm going to take my hand and rest it on his shoulder like a friend comforting another friend. Do not worry. You know me, and you have my word that me and my friends, we will rout this worm speaker from the forest of your home. And if not, well then, you saucy, hedge-born, boar pig of a man might have to find somewhere else to live. And I slug him in the shoulder.
And as you hit him, you see him look up and immediately say stand down. You hear about 50 bows being released slowly.
I don't even, flinch. I mean, we've done this many times.
Crow waves at the archers.
Come to the Misty Forest! And I start storming out of the room.
We better catch up with them.
Fear not, fair prince. Your heroes will save the day and your forest.
Hey, I'm supposed to be in front.
Not anymore. Hmm.
Dulon catches up to you guys before you leave and says that you might want to start in the village of Altand. There are survivors there that might know something that will help you find the worm speaker and the dragon.
So let me. How far away is the Misty Forest from Waterdeep? I think that's quite far. Give me a second. I will have an answer.
Is there anything we can pick up while we're here that would help us before we go there?
There's Waterdeep. There's the Misty Forest. Let's measure.
Where's the Misty Forest?
It's down past Daggerford. It's about
I know where
200
Daggerford
miles
is.
from Waterdeep. So what I am going to do, let's see, what's 500 per round. So, oh yeah. No. 500 feet per round. How many feet are in a mile?
5280, 5,280.
Okay, 5280. And then if it was 500 feet around, then that means within a minute, that's 5. I can travel 1. Damn it.
Didn't you have a macro in here, or was that the last?
No,
copy?
that doesn't help. That doesn't help. I'm trying to figure out if I can tree stride, because on each actually no, because it's 5 feet of movement to move 500 feet, which means every round I could travel 60 feet using the dash action. So 60 feet divided by 5 would be 12. So 12 times 500. Oh my god, this is low key hurting me right now. 6,000 feet, which means
it gives you a little over a mile each round.
Within a minute, because if it's 200 and what the hell did I say? 200 miles. That means I could travel half the distance in a minute.
But we can't.
I was just gonna scout and come back. Like, give me 10 minutes and 2 casts, and then I can tell you everything that's going on. No? Okay.
I mean, you can just. What are we gonna do? Just wait?
It's 10 minutes. You got to gather supplies and get ready anyway, right?
I mean, we were just gonna have fun. Well, you were.
Yeah, we haven't put anything down yet.
All right. So, what supplies
Let's go.
should we get if we're going to go into a forest?
All right,
And
so
we
you're
all
gonna
agree
split the party so you can go scout.
I mean, I'm teleporting through the trees. I don't think I'm in any real danger here. Let me finish reading the spell description just to make sure. Cast into one of the trees, step out of the tree.
Oh,
Fair of choice.
the last paragraph.
Once per round. Boo! Boo! Alright, so then it doesn't work. Also, there's that gap from the Waterdeep Forest to the Misty Forest. I don't know if there's a lot of trees there. Okay, I'm not gonna go scout.
Sorry, how many health potions do we have on hand?
That is a really good question.
I have
I
none.
think I'm out.
I have 1.
I'm out.
Ew.
You may want to consider buying some before we leave.
Yeah, because I think Rano's probably the only one.
I can make us berries.
I'm sick of berries.
They saved your life on more than one occasion.
Doesn't mean I have to enjoy them.
It does, actually, yes.
Yes, but that tends to use some of your magical energy. I think a health potion on hand may be necessary from time to
No, it's fine, I promise.
Well, what else could we get? I mean, do green dragons have any particular abilities we can protect against?
What do green dragons do? Acids?
No,
I
poison.
know. Let's ask
Poison.
our ranger, which would be me. What would I roll? What would you like me to roll to figure out what breath type
Nature?
green dragons use?
History?
Nature?
I think it's poison.
All right, nature or history, whichever you're proficient with.
Well,
I
here,
am not
even
proficient
without
either,
making a
but I
check,
am a ranger.
Rano points out, we did fight a black dragon, a black half dragon. And I remember him spitting acid at us. So green wouldn't be acid if black is acid.
So probably poison then. So maybe stocking up on a little bit of anti-venom?
And let's see, the blue dragon we started with was what, lightning? The
Yes.
first one we
Mhm.
started with?
White dragon
Okay.
was cold.
Yeah, red dragon was fire. So
Hot.
probably, yeah, probably poison.
I'm just wondering, okay, how long do you think it'll be until we actually see the dragon? It'll be a bit.
I mean, maybe not. We don't know.
Noon
I
tomorrow.
should change my resistance.
I don't think it matters. I'll be honest with you. I can cure disease and poison. I can absorb the elements. And currently, myself, I am immune to its effects.
But if
And,
it breathes poison on the whole party, can you protect everybody from it?
well, I say that we have fought, at this point, 4 dragons.
4?
There was 2 silvers, 2 whites,
Oh, okay, I
and
remember.
well, we fought the blue, although we didn't kill it. But there was the blue dragon, there was the silvers, there was 2 whites,
Brass dragon.
and there was a brass. So 6. So
Yeah,
I
red
would
one,
say
I
that
believe.
when we do encounter
Okay.
the dragon, we spread out. We
And the
make
red
sure
one.
not to stack on top of each other, as we know that these things are going to exhale an elemental death on all of us.
It's a good idea. I mean, I don't plan to stand in one place very long anyway. If I can avoid.
Yeah, Rano, you're the slow one.
Ah,
But Rano can protect himself from poison.
I am immune to poison and its effects.
I, with my cloak, am resistant to it.
If I rest, I can be resistant to it.
Let me actually, if it's 200 feet away, like it's got to be several days travel, right?
Yes.
Actually, I can protect the whole party from poison. Protection from poison, 2nd level druid spell. You touch a creature. If it's poison, the poison is neutralized. If you more than one poison, you afflict you choose which one is removed. For the duration, they have advantage on saves against poison and resistance to poison damage. Does not have concentration, which means I can cast it on everybody given time.
That's awesome.
So again, it is unnecessary. Rano will protect you.
Rano's got the skills. Now let's go get those kills.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. And it was a couple days travel by boat plus the travel time to get to the Misty. Rano, you need to re-add all your charges to your staff. As much as I hate it, gotta play fair.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, wait, I gotta get my
It's a
charge.
1d6 plus 4. Even if you roll in that 1, 2 days, you're back at 10.
Bing, bing, there. Richard.
So
We're
let's
good.
see. How far do we take the boat? To Daggerford or further up the river?
Wait, who said anything about a boat?
Kids did.
Are we traveling? Wait, we're traveling by boat?
I said it was a couple days travel to Misty. I didn't say boat.
Oh, okay.
All right, but can I go ahead and re-prep my spells, or are there going to be like events on the road?
No events on the road. It is a pretty safe travel. You notice that there's a lot of the various factions are patrolling the different roads,
Hooray!
so you do not encounter any cultists or bandits.
Okay. Well, then we are going to. I'm going to re-prepare some things. They have to be
And we'll
from
try and find the
Druid.
village of
Druid.
Alta.
Druid. Nothing really great there.
During those 2 days of travel, I'm assuming that Rono prepared the spell that allowed him to read different languages and took a peep at
I
those.
had that. I did that from the boat ride from Ayavagotten to Waterdeep. I already have it.
And I assume that you used that time to take a peep at those scrolls and tablets to see what was on them.
Well, technically, he only has the scrolls. He said his crabs weren't big enough to pick up the tablet, so he only gathered the scrolls.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, because we didn't say anything about the tablets about the rest of us picking up tablets.
S. Oh, it's always prepped. Shit. I don't want to unprep any of these. They're all so good. I'll unprep conjure animals. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Man, I guess I'll unprep awaken since I forgot to buy the agate.
Oh man, we're going into a forest. It's like
I know.
prime time for-
It would have been our chance to get back Quagmire.
Oh,
I can practically hear the loathing coming from Gizon right now. You're gonna do what? I say, personally, guys, when we return next to town, I think that we should invest all of our money in agate stones. Hear me out. If I have these stones, they are the reagent for a very potent ritual at which I can animate one of the trees nearby, and it will join us on our fight to slay these dragons. We can have a walking treant army.
That does sound like an amazing idea.
I'm down for that. Be easier than walking everywhere.
Now the loathing starts. All right, as you guys approach the Misty Forest, enormous spruce trees dominate the entire north end of the forest where Altand is found. And you can see that this town has been severely damaged. You can tell that it's basically two levels, the ground level and then the upper level. And as you guys approach, what elves you guys see are like hiding because they're kind of leery about newcomers showing up.
But we do see them.
Wait, do we?
Yes, there are a few survivors.
You there. Come.
And the one that you point to immediately disappears and runs off.
How about Finron talks to them?
I don't think I have much to say that they'd be receptive to.
Said they were elves, right?
They are wood elves, but these are my people. Come, wood elves! I am a friend of your prince. Alagarthus has sent us to assist. Hello?
A few of the survivors come out. They don't immediately walk up to you.
Why are they so scared? You've been here before, haven't you? Kind of look over at Rana.
I don't know. Alagarthus did say that they were victims of looting and pillaging. Maybe this is just a symptom of people who are at their wits' end.
Well, you're probably the best person to talk to them, being a foresty sort, or maybe Roland or Finra. You are cousins of these people, right?
Well, I'm not so sure. I myself am a high elf, and even then my high elf brethren considered me as far removed from elves as giants are. But I suppose I could try.
Come on. We are here to assist you. Just don't be shy.
I speak to them in my elvish tongue and pretty much reiterate what he said.
Oh, so only elves can speak Elvish? I say it in Elvish.
It's kind of racist thinking only elves can speak. Elves are Finron. As you call out to them, a couple of them step out where you can clearly see them. But you can hear that there's a lot more in back that are still scared and hiding from newcomers and people, basically strangers they don't recognize.
Have no fear. We are here to bring peace to these lands.
Maybe you should ask them who's in charge so that we can, talk to them or talk to, try and find out what's been going on.
Well, we just spoke to their prince, but who is in charge here?
3 or 4 people that you can see immediately point up to one of the residents on the second level.
All right, we would like to speak to them.
What time of day is it right now?
Oh, we're going to say morning.
Morning? All right, cool. So we're all rested up and fresh for the day. Yeah, let's head up to that residence then.
What's up, Firebeard? How you doing? I will follow
I'll kind of
quietly. Apparently, they
Crow
don't
will
want to talk to
smile
me.
and wave at people as he walks on by.
Alright, as you approach one of the pulley systems, you see that they lower it down so you guys can go up to the second level.
Yep.
When you guys get up there,
Yep. Alright.
you see that there's a couple people up there, a couple of elves, and they point towards the house in question that you guys were asking about earlier.
Okay. Yeah, keep heading towards that house.
Alright, as you guys step into it, you notice that it is a modest dwelling suspended among the iron-strong boughs. You enter a cozy sitting room. There's a slim elf sitting at the desk. He stands to greet you with a forced smile as a raven perched in a nearby cage caws hideously. "Welcome to our village," the elf says. "How can I be of service?"
Look over to Finrond.
We are here to slay dragons and find masks, and I don't see any masks around here.
Well, thankfully you don't see a dragon around here either.
Yeah, I don't think he ever said there was a dragon. I thought he only said about the mask.
Well, where there's to be masks, there are certain to be dragons close afoot, no doubt.
Alright,
Well,
backpedaling just a step, Dallin pointed out to you guys that there was a green dragon with a worm speaker with him. That was just for those that may have.
so there is a dragon.
So what is the status of this village?
Maybe half of the villagers were killed when the dragon and the cultist attacked.
What can you tell us about them? Your Prince Alagarthus has sent us to help remedy the situation and put an end to this dragon and the worm speaker. The more you can tell us, the swifter our success will.
As well as the likelihood that they may not return here.
Well, they have not returned as of yet.
No. And where did
And
they go?
would you-
The attack started. The dragon came down and hit the base level, the ground level first, killing anyone on the ground as he was spewing poison. And a lot of the rest fell when the panic started and walkways and bridges collapsed and they fell. Anyone that managed to survive either of those was executed as the cultists came through. And then as quick as their attack started, the dragon flew off and the cultists left right afterwards.
In which direction did they travel?
Not entirely sure what direction the dragon flew off, considering it was nighttime.
That is me.
We didn't see which way he.
I thought elves could see in the dark.
Yes, yes, I do.
When there's a dragon flying at treetop level, once it's out of line of sight, you can't see him.
Well, it's not only that, but they would have it's dim light.
Well, do you know maybe a general direction of where you went?
And could you show us where their attack took place? I could examine it, see if maybe we can learn some direction in which to head. Arbitron, thank you for the follow, man. Welcome.
You walk past the main area where the dragon and the cultists attacked
Yeah, but
as you
didn't-
entered
you
the
didn't tell us
village.
that there was wreckage or. All right, well, I'm gonna go examine the wreckage.
So you say that you don't know which direction the dragon flew off in, but what about the cultists? Which way did they?
They attacked the village from all different directions, and they scattered the same. Some of
Well,
them
maybe
headed
we can-
north, some south, and basically every direction.
We can try tracking.
I agree. We
Okay.
should head for the wreckage, as Rono pointed out, and potentially do the track.
Did you estimate how many cultists, or was it just too chaotic to know?
That's good. Who'd you play with?
With the dragon swooping down on the village and the cultists attacking those that fell, it was too chaotic. We have no idea how many dragons there was, or how many cultists there were.
Yeah, that's understandable.
I mean, the only reason I'm in charge is because the village priest stepped out of their hut to try and rally the people into fighting the dragon, and the dragon swooped down and swallowed them whole.
So it's a pretty big dragon. Right. Okay, we can do this, right?
Yes. Fear not. We are actually very adept at dealing with these beasts. We are.
We are?
We are.
I mean, we've
haven't
fought
died
7 dragons.
We have killed 8 dragons so far in our adventures.
We have killed 9 dragons so far.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. My memory fails. It was 10 dragons. That
11
we...
dragons, you said.
Among the dragons we have, yeah.
The many dragons that we have killed.
You were counting the white one last week, right?
Yes, yes, of course. You see, that is why we have been sent by King Elagarthus. We are the
He
expert.
is not king.
Really?
He's only a prince.
Ah, I
Unless you
misspoke.
killed his father. Did you kill his father while we were there?
Yes, how is King Melindrak?
We have not heard any word from him. Now, as you can see, I have a lot of work because I was thrust into basically the warden of this, and we got a lot of cleaning up to do. And
Well, fear not. We will take care of the cult and their dragon, and then you will be free to begin rebuilding. Come, let's go, everybody.
Yep.
I think we've about exhausted the information this guy has for us.
Let's go.
Adventurer is out there. So, we still don't know a direction, though, right?
We're
correct.
gonna try tracking.
Yes. So I will give myself guidance, and then I will
Don't even bother. When you look around to see which way the cultist went, you've noticed that in the process of cleaning and clearing away the rubble, any tracks the cultists would have made have been basically covered over by them dragging broken bridges away and other such cleaning.
No,
So
you
we'll try going
fools!
around the outside. No, that's okay. We'll try going around the outside of the village and see if we can pick up any trails out there.
If they scattered out, then maybe we can find a point where they reconvene.
While you guys examine the outside, I'm going to tell you, don't go far. I would like to complete a ritual. Maybe this will help give us some guidance.
Oh yeah, which one?
We are, well, I've got a couple. I have a couple plans. So, plan number 1. I'm going to take 10 minutes to ritual cast. Ritual cast. Where did it go? There it is. Divination. And So I'm gonna light my incense, breathe deep, and meditate, trying to contact the old gods. And I need to think of a good question. So you guys do your thing while I try to think of the question that I can ask that will actually help us. Because
All right. So, should we head? Is the town isn't walled, is it?
No, it is not. It's basically it's built into the trees. You can see where there are a few structures left on the ground level, and then the pulley system you guys took to the second level
okay,
are
sorry, you go ahead.
all right. The pulley system that you guys took earlier to get up to where Galen was is basically how you get from the one level to the other. I mean, it's an excellent defense strategy with the pulleys for like orcs that may come into the forest or raiding humans and stuff like that. But it didn't
Just
quite
didn't-
work against the flying green dragon.
And is there like a main thoroughfare, like sort of in and out of the town? Is there like a main way in, say, coming from the east and way out going from the west, or is it just haphazard?
As far as you can tell, it's haphazard. You can see the one main path that you guys took coming from the north.
But there
But
isn't
other than
another
that, you
way
don't.
out.
Yeah, there's no main roads in or out.
Yeah.
Okay,
I wanna
so-
I wanna try skirting around it and see if we can pick up converging trails.
Well, before they do that,
Could
so
be
my
reasons.
question that I'm going to ask with divination: are the cultists hiding in some building or structure nearby?
How close is nearby?
It doesn't matter. It's God will give me a truthful answer. It within the forest. We know they're in the forest.
The quarry you seek is hiding in a structure, but not nearby.
Excuse me. It's yes or no. The spell specifically says I get a yes or a no. No cryptic bullshit.
Maybe. The reply might be a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen.
All right, fine. Doesn't matter. Because then I'm going to walk outside the city. Because the next spell I'm going to cast doesn't function within a village or city. So I'm going to walk outside. I see them. The gods have spoken. They are hiding in some building, but it might be far away. And at this
That's
point,
helpful.
it is helpful because at this point I will commune with nature. And as I become one with the natural surroundings, I get to gain 3 pieces of information of anything in an up to 3-mile radius. So I would like to know the location of any buildings within the 3-mile radius. Ah!
Didn't it say it wasn't a building?
He said it. They are in a structure.
Oh, a structure, but not. Right.
Uh-huh. I get other information too. Let's also find out if there's any powerful celestial fey fiends, elementals, or undead, and if there are any prevalent plants, minerals, or animals, or peoples. People, yes, prevalent people in the area. You know, like a cult, like a big group of cultists in the area. That is why I walked outside the village, which I specifically stated.
Yep.
Okay.
Come on. Just give it to me, baby. It's a 5th level spell. Just, you don't have to feel bad.
All right. Within 3 miles of you, you can detect that there are multiple cave systems, a few waterfalls, a couple rivers. Within 3 miles, you can detect groups of people.
What kind of groups? Because it says prevalent peoples. I would be able to discern them from one from the other, as I am one in the natural surroundings. What's up, Haltone? Not much going on here. Just communing with nature, you know, trying to kill the cult of Dargans.
Yeah, I think you're looking for the largest concentration of people that's not this town.
Well, if there are others, I would know that too. It's just,
Yeah.
you know, there's very specific information we're looking for. He said there's cave systems. Cool. Which direction? If there's any buildings besides the ones obviously behind me, because I know they're there. And if there is a large camp or collection, then I want to know where they are so that we can head in that direction.
All right, within 3 miles,
Oh,
you
it's
can
actually
detect
really
that there are a few dragon fangs and dragon claws, not in any group.
And then we sell it.
More, they're spread out in those same directions that you detect the dragon claws and dragon fangs and all that kind of fun stuff. You detect large groups of elves, mostly wood elves. You do not detect within 3 miles of you any dragon.
But they're not one of the options. Celestials, Fae, Fiends, Elementals, or Undead.
It was a freebie.
Yeah, it's freebie. Well, no, it's not, because I wouldn't expect to detect a dragon. And then these groupings of people, they in the same direction as those cave systems?
Some of them are. Yes, there are large groups of people near the cave systems that you detected.
Here's the funny thing, I had a mentors.
Towards one of the cave systems is where you detected the waterfall.
Oh, and their friend too.
You also detect some dragon claw in that same direction, but they are not the prevalent. It's mostly the wood elves you detect in that direction.
So where's the biggest force? Like, just give me a heading.
South.
And are all of these sprawled out to the southern region of the village?
From what you can tell with community nature, this is beyond the village. It's farther out than that. You're not picking up any of the elves in the village you're in right now. Well, you are, but you can tell that it's not them that you're detecting.
Right. So all the dragon claws and the other elves, they're to the south.
To a southern heading, somewhere along the lines of like south by southwest to southeast. It varies, but
yeah, they vary, but it's all south.
Yes.
All right. So that's what I'm going to relay to the party. To the south, large groupings of elven peoples, but I can also discern cult activity. there's also caves and other such structures. And I'm going to guess that they're hiding out in the caves, and that's where they're staging their attacks. So let us head south.
Excellent.
Sounds like the best plan.
Yep.
Asfa heads out south.
Let's go! Weapons drawn, charging into the southern wilderness. And
You notice that the mist that is constantly falling in the forest is making your visibility extremely limited. But you do come across a cave.
Asifa starts walking into the cave.
I'm gonna stay close to her.
I'll follow after.
As soon as you get into where it's a little bit darker in the cave, you immediately hear somebody yell at you to stop. And ask you why you are here.
Draw my sword and
In
turn
what
towards
language?
whoever it is and say, "Depends. Who are you and why are you here?"
I'm not looking at it.
I asked you first, you brash woman.
Just send me a PM, Haltone. I'll hook you
Oh,
up.
so if I push my talk. I'm here looking for people. Are you people?
Doing that, so my
Well, people you have found, yes, now go away.
I'm gonna step forward, pointing the staff of fire at him. Identify yourself!
And you see one elf come walking up. No weapons that you can see. I'm but a simple village man, and just leave us alone. Don't you think we've suffered enough as it is?
We've come to liberate you. Tell me, where have the cultists went?
There are no cultists here. And if you brought them here, that means you brought death upon what people survived from my village.
You just said we're here to get rid of the cult. Why would we have brought them?
to the woods.
Is he lying? Can we insight check him?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
this
I'll
is
totally-
super sketchy.
So wait, what? I'm so confused.
Alright, looking at him, you guys can tell that based on what he's saying, he is telling the truth.
Alright, well
He
then
is
forget
a
him.
simple
Let's
villager,
leave.
and
Moving on. Find the next group. You're dead to us!
alright, how long do you plan on traveling south?
Until we find the thing!
I suppose you could cast your ritual again now that we're a couple miles further on. See
I
if there's
don't
anything
know
else.
if that's gonna help us. I mean, but sure. We'll take 10 minutes and we'll start ritual casting, commune with nature once again. Trying to gain information about buildings and structures, powerful powerful creatures, celestials, phase fiends, elementals, undead, and prevalent peoples in the area.
Although I suppose any of the dragon claws you sense, we can start trying to follow.
That's where we were headed.
Well, except we found a villager instead of a dragon claw.
Right. And they're not here. We incited them. They're telling the truth. So let's move on. We'll keep heading in the direction of those dragon claws we sensed. I mean, right? Like, what other information is there to get?
Yeah, they said to leave them alone, so that's what we're doing, and we're heading out.
All right. As you guys are traveling, you guys hear the loud crunch of a large tree breaking, followed by a female voice crying out.
Ossifa heads that direction.
Yeah, we'll draw our weapons and run.
Yep, Crow does too.
All right. As you approach, you see a female elf with basically a tree landed on her leg.
All right, Isifa, Rano,
strong.
let's do it.
I'll pull up the tree.
Well,
Yeah,
I
lift
reckon
the
the
tree
three
up
of
and
us
see-
together
are
can
you-
do a
Are
pretty good.
you
I will provide
hurt? Are you
the help
under
action.
there? If we just pull it up, I mean, how hurt are you? Are you gonna bleed out or anything, or should we just do it and get you unpinned?
Why don't you two lift the tree? I will stabilize their wounds.
Good idea. And I
Okay.
help lift the tree.
So with help, that means I get advantage. I assume you want athletics?
Yep.
Aren't you wearing the storm giant belt?
I am.
But I actually think if it's athletics, I might be better at it.
I have a plus 13.
I mean, I don't know about numbers, but I have a pretty.
Too late. I'm lifting.
Unsuccessful. The tree that fell on her is still in place.
Hmm.
Do I feel like it's heavier?
Almost like that fallen tree is working against you. It feels that heavy.
What if the two of you work in tandem?
Yep.
What's you're 23. What's a stone giant?
Yeah, 23.
Yeah. So 23 and 29. Lift with your backs.
So we lift. You want us rolling again?
Yes, please.
And if that still doesn't work, if it still feels like the tree's actively resisting us,
Then we
I should
destroy
let
the
you know.
tree.
Does it feel like it's? No, we don't destroy the tree. Aren't you? Don't you have druid? Don't you
Rana.
talk to them?
Yeah, no, isn't that your whole thing of protect nature?
Yeah, you
Humans
talk
are
to
bad.
the tree.
Humans
It,
destroy
it
our
might be
lives.
best. It might be best to just hollow out the ground underneath. I've seen
guys,
you move earth before.
It's a
And
fallen
create
tree.
a cavern and pull her out.
It's not alive.
You don't know that.
Trees don't grow sideways.
That's debatable.
The tree had asked. So okay, well, how did you come to be pinned under this tree?
It fell on her?
Shush.
The tiefling has it right. It fell, and next thing I knew, I was pinned underneath it.
So what if they're pinned by a tree? Would that be they are restrained?
They're grappled by the tree.
Lou, don't you have a staff or something I can use as a lever?
No,
That's a terrible idea.
It
I
is
have-
not.
I have 4 daggers.
You can
If-
move mountains with a lever.
What
I'm
are
just
you
going to start
talking
digging the ground underneath her, like Roland suggested.
I'm just
Wait a
gonna
minute.
cast freedom of movement. So now she's all like she
there we
cannot be grappled, paralyzed, or restrained. Can we pull her out?
Wait. How much would the tree weigh? Just quick question, because
That is a relevant
Right.
question.
yeah, because I can levitate it. I'm pretty sure.
No. Well, it's not that. It's what is your carry, drag, lift? It's your strength score times 30. I mean, Isiva can lift almost half a ton.
I'm still asking her. It's like, do you know anything about this tree that is preventing you from being freed?
The heavy tree of it all? I don't know.
It's made of wood. It fell, and I'm now
What
like
about
trapped.
the freedom of movement? Will that get him out? Oh.
Oh, hey, Crow, didn't you say you had oil?
Oil's not going to do anything that freedom of movement doesn't do, and Ronald's already cast
Yeah.
it. So if that doesn't work, I am digging the ground underneath her to try and create a divot to just pull her out from it.
Yeah, I don't have a spell
And
to
while-
get him out.
And while he's doing that, I'm working on a lever to try and also get the tree off of her so it doesn't just collapse, go down with her. Or maybe I can roll it off. I'm going to keep trying other approaches while he's digging.
All right.
3 minutes, okay.
I'm half tempted to see if you break that staff you're using for a pry bar, but I won't.
3
What?
minutes.
No, he didn't give it to me. Oh, actually, who has it now? Who has
No.
it now? Does Roland have it now? The staff.
Does anyone have an
whatever the
X?
thing
Yeah.
was that-
Isifa. Chop it with your sword.
I don't.
Oh, it's okay to
Uh,
break our equipment to lift the tree, but now that it's your weapon.
I can. Okay, I'll use my sword as a lever then. I need a fulcrum for the lever. I'll find a
I'm
rock.
still waiting for him to comment on whether freedom movement worked.
You'll see.
As far as you can tell, freedom of movement did not have any result.
So then Crow and Roland are digging underneath this person to get them out.
I think I have a
And
shovel.
I'm working with one tree and a rock and trying to lever the.
I do have a shovel. Ha!
I'm just kind of watching this all go down, just letting people do their things.
As you are close to freeing her, the tree begins to rise on its own.
Yeah, no, I turned into.
It's an abomination to nature. Wait, wouldn't that make it an
Hey!
elemental? Which I would have totally detected.
Rondo, did you create Quagmire again?
No.
Oh, you guys! Oh, there would.
Hey, Quagmire has cousins. Hey, what are you doing? They might not be attacking us. Maybe they want to help this poor person.
Hey, I'm just gonna measure something really.
It sounds like they just lured us into a trap.
Do not measure for fireball. No, no fire in the forest.
Oh yeah. Forest, Moorish, fireball.
Do these trees seem hostile then?
They're trying to kill a woman.
We don't know that.
All right. The one tree that had her pinned down stands back up, and two other trees nearby shift back along the ground as the elf stands and smiles, showing no sign of injury. Heroes at last, she says. How many might fall back in fear at the sight of a stranger in the woods, or think first of their own safety before helping another? I grant you my blessing. May your hearts prove true to where others fear to tread.
What just happened?
I have no idea.
I think it was a test rather than a trap.
How dare you?
Ronald, be nice.
Well, so what? Are we supposed to fight these, are we fighting these trees or not?
No, they're nice. They're smiling at us now.
Are they?
As far as you can tell, with your knowledge of nature, the trees are not hostile.
Aren't these your people?
Ronald's just very
So-
confused.
You say you grant us your blessing. I mean, what was the point in all this? Like, we're coming to try and save the elfish people from this dragon and the cultists that are slaughtering towns.
It was a waste of our time.
I don't think so.
And
No,
as you say that, you see that she picks a flower from her hair that you are positive was not there a moment ago. Then she twists her fingers to weave them into a garland as if by magic. She then walks up to each of you and lays a garland around your neck, then suddenly transforms into an owl. Her awakened servants stomp after her into the forest as she flies off.
Okay.
That was weird.
That's not something you see every day.
Rano, any insight as to why this person transformed into an owl?
Because she is a fool. Wasting our time.
And if she was a druid like Rano, turning into animals and such and awakening trees, maybe she could have used it to help her people. But
I'm so lost on what happened there.
Let's keep moving.
let's just keep going.
Yep.
Okay.
The flowers are nice though.
Yeah, they
What
smell
do they
nice.
do? Are they
For
just
decoration.
are they just decoration or are they
Do
significant?
we feel anything different when we have them on?
As a fellow druid, I would recognize it was.
Alright, as a fellow druid, you recognize that there is a magical enchantment on them. The fact that she was able to produce them out of thin air. But you can't quite make out what the magic on it
can't?
is.
I can't? Well, I think I have something just for such an occasion when there is a magical thing that I can't identify. It's called Identify. I want to know what it does. You did this to me.
You don't recognize the spell, but you can tell that it is a protection spell of sorts, and it is endued into the garland, basically the necklace that she made for you, and placed around each of your necks.
Well, Rama, what did you find?
It's good. Continue.
Well, I mean, if it was for protection.
Rano?
I already said they are good. We should continue. Onward.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you. Okay. And whichever direction Rano just pointed, Asfa heads off in. Are you guys coming or what?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously.
I
Well,
actually need to.
That I'm gonna bounce you guys back to the start page.
I'm more.
I just put you there in case you guys actually did start fighting.
I was about
No yawning. You'll get me started.
Can't help it. Help it.
All right,
Been 2
you guys can
hours and
tell that
nothing
it
has
is starting
happened.
to get, even through the mist, you can tell it's starting to get later in the evening.
Did you say you were moving us back to the start page? Oh, here we go. I'll hit refresh. Okay, I'm on the start page.
Okay.
All right, so you guys plan on trying to travel
There's a
through the night
giant
or
tree.
try to set up a camp?
Time is of the essence. We should move.
Should move, yes, but we should also consider our energy as well.
Yeah, we want to get there in condition to do something.
If you say so. So, are we resting then?
Have we seen or heard anyone else around here?
Other than the druid and her 3 trees and the villagers in the cave, you have not seen or heard anyone else in the area.
Can we have a fire in our camp? Guys?
Yeah. Why couldn't we have a fire? You want to cook your
Well, I
food
mean,
and
if we
stay
need-
warm through the night?
Yeah.
Well, if we needed to have a cold camp for security reasons.
I can make us a bonfire.
Actually, I
Come on,
can.
Lou, light it up.
Okay.
But with
Got you
safety,
guys.
let's clear a nice pit area so that we don't
I made a
burn the
bonfire.
trees. We don't want to burn the trees.
Why do we do that? We have magical control over the fire. And with that,
Silly.
I'm going to start using Druidcraft to increase the size and brightness of the fire exponentially. Like, just like snapping my fingers. Like, first the bonfire is like, regular bonfire size. Then it doubles in size and it gives out like bright light. And then it just doubles,
That means-
doubles,
oh,
shrinks,
no.
shrinks,
The-
extinguishes, relights, doubles, shrinks. And I just kind of gesture.
It's already 5 feet. Like, it's already 5 foot cube. It's gonna be a big.
So, what tales does Crow have for us today?
Tails.
I mean, we have time.
Well, I mean, you've been with me the whole time. There's not really been a whole lot that you've missed.
True.
We're gonna have to tell stories. Do we have any scary stories?
Yes. I have one.
Do tell.
I want something scary, not put me to sleep.
I am offended. So I don't want to tell you the story now.
I was joking.
Nope. You know, you really hurt me sometimes, Lou. Just trying to help you, guide you. Because I care about you. You're so very rude.
Lou just kind of rolls his eyes, goes to bed.
Kroll put a hand on Ronald's shoulder. Don't worry, he'll get it one day.
I'm afraid that I won't be there to see it. I am quite old. In my twilight years, as he strokes his fine, silvery beard. You ever look back on your accomplishments, Crow, and wonder if it was worth it?
Well, when I look back at all the people that are still alive and have the chance to smile and make something of their lives, everything that I've done's worth.
And what about all the ones that don't? All the lives that were cut short? The people you used to know that aren't here anymore? It's still worth it?
Those are the people that I do this.
Huh. Rano just kind of looks wistfully off over into the blackness of the night.
Crow will kind of disappear up into a tree. Find
Literally,
a
like you ninja vanish.
up into a tree and just curl up and fall asleep in the branches.
Rano, now being alone, he's gonna walk over and since Lou is already rolled over and is trying to go to sleep, he kind of points at him lying there on the bed, and he is going to use Druidcraft to fill Lou's sleeping bag or blanket with a very strong skunk smell.
Oh, you. Starts retching as he jumps up, tries to get out.
Oh, what's the matter, boy?
What's the... I heard you talking.
I'm
You're
sorry?
waving your arms around.
I don't know what you mean.
Talking? I'm not that stupid. I could hear you muttering.
No, that wasn't me.
Rano, I swear to God.
So then I'm gonna like cross my arms. But then from where my arms are crossed, I'm just gonna kind of point in his direction, like real subtly. I'm gonna do it twice, real fast, just boop boop. And the first one will be another Druidcraft to make like a sound, like a puff of wind, just a, and it's gonna be originating behind Lou, and then again, skunk smell. Oh my God, Lou, what have you eaten, boy?
Go to sleep, Rano. I'm gonna summon my little. I'm gonna summon Shaitan, and I'm just gonna throw him at Rano.
What?
I'm just gonna kind of toss him into your arms, so you'd. I'm gonna scare you.
I mean, you could. I have bad news for you, though.
Oh, is it you have like a +11?
I have a +9 to my wisdom save, so I literally can't fail that.
No, you can't.
No, I can't. Even if I roll a 1, I still pass.
Nah. You're scared.
So
To be nice to Lou, if you roll a nat 1, you will fail. The other 19, you're going to pass.
Nat 1s and nat 20s
a nat 1.
have no effect on skill checks or saves.
Yeah, but the DM is coming up with something.
Sure. Hey, I didn't fail.
Even
no
without the +9, he didn't fail.
It was close.
I'm gonna, since you threw Shayton into my arms, I'm just gonna catch him, start petting him like a kitty.
And
It's
then I'm going to unsound him.
The bad man threw. Oh. You should be nicer to your things.
Does Rano have a sleeping bag?
No, I sleep with my back directly to the floor.
I'm just gonna sleep like sitting up against a tree. I'm not touching my bed.
Is something the matter?
Be quiet, Rano.
I'm just gonna smile. Start walking away to go sleep for the night. Maybe you should be a bit nicer. And then I'm gonna point to the campfire and once again use Druidcraft to snuff it out.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Small campfire.
But it's magical.
You instantly light or snuff out a candle, torch, or small campfire.
Yeah.
All right. After a full night's rest. All right, you guys wake in the morning, and basically the surroundings haven't changed. It's forest as far as you can see.
I'm going to wake up first thing in the morning, and we're going to ritual cast Commune with Nature again, just to make sure that we are heading in the right direction.
All right, you can detect a couple different clusters of elves still in the southern direction. You no longer detect any dragon claws. No fae, no fiends, no elementals, no undead. Still a couple caves, couple small villages.
Arano, do we keep going south?
I am finding no information of value. I think we can continue south, but I no longer sense the locations of the dragon claws.
Well, it is a direction that we've been heading in, and to change directions now might throw us off course.
Maybe we should just spread out a little bit and see if we can find any tracks.
Yes, split up in an unknown forest.
We'd be within sight of each other, sighting of each other.
She meant spread out.
Yeah. Not split up.
I guess while we're while we're still camped for the morning, we'll go ahead and ritual cast divination too. We'll straight ask the gods: is the cult of the dragon camped to the south?
Well, it's not yes or no, so you could just ask it like, where are they?
Well, I mean, kinda is. You ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. Will we find what we are looking for in that direction?
The prey you seek is in that direction, but for how long is unknown.
We must move quickly!
Right, packing up stuff.
And off we go.
Hold on. Wait, big brain. Big brain. CR1.
Well, you have a couple minutes while I clean up and catch up. Or
Cha.
clean up and pack up.
Extras. CR1. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. Okay. Yeah, you guys do that. You do that. Because I'm trying to think how, if there's anything I can do that could help us go faster. I thought I had the thing where it's
Giant
like,
goats.
huh?
Giant goats.
Yeah, someone. No, well, I don't get to choose the animal though, so that doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Large, 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 large. Large.
All right. So what is everybody else doing?
So I'm washing dishes and packing up and dousing the fire and looking
What
at
fire?
Rano. So do we go south? Oh, right, it got put out. Well, whatever the fire I lit in order to make porridge.
Oh. Um. Nope, we're in a forest. Big canopy, right?
Correct. And keep in mind, there's also the same mist that's basically obscuring vision, shortening your visibility range of everybody.
Could me and Roland be able to see through it?
Well, no, because you're. It's not darkness. It's obstruction. There's something in the way.
Okay.
All right, run, everybody, run!
Asifa strides off at a brisk pace, i.e., her usual pace.
I mean, we are a small group. We should travel significantly faster than a large group that's capable of attacking full.
I didn't note down. Did they say how long before the attack had been?
Well, it was long enough that word of the dragon attacks and stuff have made it all the way to Waterdeep.
Yeah, so we're a few days behind.
All right, let's just rush.
Onward.
Watch, we'll get pixies next.
Okay.
So anything happening as we are moving southward? At a brisk pace? Brisk yet sustainable pace?
No, basically it's the same scenery. You can hear like the birds, and there's no change in their behavior or anything like that.
So does it continue like that all day till dusk?
No, it doesn't, but I'm busy moving stuff at the moment.
All right. As we make our way through the forest, I am going to produce an obscene...
Rhino, would we go faster if you turned me into a dinosaur?
No! Then we'll have to crash and tear our way through the forest.
Yeah, we wouldn't be as silent as we are in our normal form.
While we move, though, I will do this. And we're going to produce just an obscene amount of good berries. I will use 3 level 1 slots to produce 30 good berries. And everybody in the party will receive 5 of them to hang on to in case of emergency.
Perfect. Thank you, Rano.
After traveling most of the day, basically the entire day has been quiet up till now, and no one said anything about stealth, random battle forest.
Who needs to be
Aha!
stealthy?
Cultists!
Excellent. Excellent. Ooh, I even got a high roll.
At least now we know we're on
Lou,
the right track.
Crow,
Yep. Sorry, I'm just bringing it up.
Finally! My gods and their guidance has paid off! I'm gonna level the fire staff. You will pay for what you have done and your trespasses in the Misty Forest. Especially if I rolled first. Then you guys are double screwed.
Alright, Rano, you're actually first.
Ha 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 ha. Ah ha 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 ha. Ah ha ha. Mm-hmm. 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 That seems about right. Because they will burn. Burn! Oh, that's not great. Average. I'll just stick that over there for now. I can't imagine it would be needed again. Ha, that's funny. Looks like all the claws are dead. And both fangs survive. And I'm done.
Alright, Dragon Fang's turn. Alright, we'll start with the one on Crow.
Hi, Tundra Colt. How you doing?
What's the damage type?
Poison.
Okay. Okay, dokes.
All right, now the two that are on Asafa.
Do they have pack tactics?
Yes, they do.
Okay, so 2 of them hit. For 33.
And then the two that are on Roland.
All right, I'm going to use my reaction to cast shield, so that would put me at 20.
Turn around.
Okay. Just a moment. Okay, that's supposed to be a 10-foot radius. Okay, and I'm going to cast Shatter.
No, that's 10 foot. These are 5-foot squares. I'm dumb.
And then I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to Esifa.
And yours is a D8.
D8. And that is it for me.
Crow?
All right. First thing I'm going to do is try and disarm this guy. Try and knock his weapon out of his hand.
All right, it's been a while since you've done this.
He needs
Is it
to make
contested?
an athletics check with a DC of my attack roll. All right. Free interaction with an object. I pick up his short sword. And second attack, I'm going to slash at him. Obviously, no sneak attack damage.
All right, anything else?
And yes, I am going to spend a key point to Flurry of Blows. Actually, I'm going to spend a key point to turn that into a Stunning Strike, first of all. So it's a DC 16 Constitution save or be stunned. Wow. All right. Yep. So another key point
Just
for
wasn't
Flurry of
meant to
Blows,
be.
and I'm going to make a couple of unarmed strikes. I'm actually not going to make them on him. I'm going to move around to here and make them on this guy.
All right, that hits. And with that second strike, that one dies.
Okay, and then I'm going to back off to over here. And that'll be my turn.
Roland.
All right. I'm going to attack this guy first. And then, assuming that hits,
Yes, it does.
I'm going to use this little thing that I forgot I had. Paralyze. He needs to make a strength saving throw, DC 17, or he's paralyzed. Okay. And then I'll use my short sword on the one down below.
And that also hits.
And with that, I will then move all the way over here. And before he can't take an op attack because of my fancy footwork.
There's two of us.
All right, Roland, anything else?
That'll be it.
Lou?
Moving back over here and fire an Eldritch Blast at that one.
Not very many left.
And then firing the second one at the same.
All right, both of those hit.
That'll be it.
Asafa.
Okay, first things first. I go into a rage. I don't think any of my allies are in range. If they are, they are chosen. Oh, Rano's. Rano already has resistance. Fire, I think. But
So how much damage is it? 4?
what is my damage now? Yes, 4.
Okay.
I'm going to attack the one below me. I don't have advantage.
All right, that hit.
17. Okay, and then I'm going to attack him again. And I'm going to grin and bare my teeth at the guy next to me. And that will end my turn.
Rano.
Okay. What would Rano do? I think Rano is going to walk over here to these two dragon things. And then we are going to bonus action. Bonus action. Wait, am I blind? I am blind. We are going to bonus action Shillelagh and then attack the guy to the north.
He's paralyzed too.
Oh, is he? So then
yes, he is.
It'd be an auto crit. I didn't know that. So it would have been 20 total. You got it. And then I'm done.
All right, Dragon Fang's turn. We're gonna start with that one. Crow.
Hmm.
Never mind.
Never mind.
All right. The one below Ronald there is going to turn and look at Roland and try the same attack.
Mm-hmm.
My fancy footwork and it's prevailing.
Awesome.
Which was the first one? The 217s?
All four of those. The last four attacks are all at you.
Okay. Yeah, all and they all hit.
And you said these are poison damage, right? Oh no, I didn't do the thing!
So let's see, that's 20, 22, 20, 39, 38, 52, 61. Ooh, I'm hurt. Okay, I got it all.
All right, and then the one up next to Ronald, still paralyzed. Finrond, it is your turn.
All right, I am going to cast a firebolt at the cultist in front of.
You cut out in front of who? Never mind. That misses.
Oh, all right. Then I'm going to move back here, and that's it for me.
Angry Crow.
Crow is going to move in. He's going to sheath this other guy's short sword, and then he's going to attack him. So first attack. Again, no sneak attack.
All right, that's a hit.
He's actually going to... Yeah, he's second attack against... And then unarmed strike. Oh. No, that's wrong. Well, the damage is the same, actually. And the attack bonus is the same, so...
It's just bludgeoning, not slashing. Or piercing, I mean.
All right. Anything else?
Yep. Gonna move back. And that's it.
Roland.
All right, moving up, slashing at the one to the north of the flame tongue. And then with the one to the south with the, oh wait, that's an auto crit. He's paralyzed. So
It doesn't matter. You rolled 11, he had 12.
fair enough.
Put him in the dirt!
And then one to the south with the short sword.
All right, that hits.
And then a move.
Okay, Lou.
I'm going to fire my Eldritch Blast at this one here.
All right, that hit.
And then I'll fire the second one at him.
All right, that also hit.
That's it.
Asifa.
Alrighty, the guy below me.
You know, I spaced out for a minute, and I'm kind of shocked that these guys have dealt like 100 damage to Yusufa. I don't even know how that's possible.
As you swing Aswa, you hear a voice telling you, "That's how you swing a sword." And that dragon thing falls over dead.
Okay.
That wasn't
So
even
I
a great
carry
weapon
this-
master swing. What are you doing?
So I carry the swing through into the guy next to him. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to attack one more time
Hey, thanks, Red.
since I killed the one.
And you crit.
I love you, Daddy Warbucks.
Happy 10 months, Daddy 3.
Hey! So, what's our kid's name?
And again, you hear
Apparently
that
we
voice.
missed 9
Quit
months.
goofing off and finish him already.
Excuse me, 2 down with 1 strike? We're doing good here. And who are you anyway? And I'm turning to look for the next opponent. And I'm actually going to move up to the next opponent.
The
Rana?
dog is really.
I'm going to whip him. He's gonna get the whip.
Your whip connects solidly, and he drops to the ground before you can
See,
even
it
pull him
doesn't
in.
like.
Alright. I guess that's it.
Humph.
Well, almost.
Oh yeah, almost. Because I'll guess
The guy behind you.
I'll healing. Well, I don't care. I'm gonna healing word Isifa.
It's not gonna help making
That
you
attack
believe
missed
it.
anyways.
It's not gonna help. Where is it? Heal. Am I? Where is it? There it is.
All right, Asfa heals for 12.
That's it. I got nothing else. Hey, slowly getting up there. One bitty at a time.
All right,
So how you doing, Wired?
dragon
Did
thing's
you
gonna
just
move
join the
in
Discord?
closer to Roland and attack.
Both miss.
Bah, he's no good at that.
Finrod?
I'll go show him how to wield a sword when it's my turn.
I'm going to cast another firebolt at this one. And that'll be it.
All right, Crow?
All right. Well, not going to do that. So Crow is just going to pull out the longbow and fire a couple of shots at the dragon.
That's different.
Or the dragon fang. Sorry. So first one does include sneak attack. Sneak attack. Second one does.
All right, both barrels sink into your target.
All right. Just going to slide on up here. That'll end my turn.
Roland?
Sprouts arrows in his back.
Okay. double attacks, and I'm going to try and knock him out.
Are we showing them mercy, or are we going to glean information?
Hopefully, information.
All right. Anything
Then
else?
that's it.
Lou,
So wait, are we just knocking him out?
you're too far away to know that he tried that. We're in
No,
combat. What would
Rano
you like to do?
mentioned-
You're asking Rano?
I did ask Rano.
I don't think any of these Cult of the Dragon should be gifted with a life.
Okay.
But if there is use for them, we should do that first.
What?
Oh, so he's like talking with his back to you, and then he just sees the Eldritch blast come over his shoulder and into the cultist. Like, oh, never mind.
All right. And those hit.
That's it.
Nasifa.
Oh, he lived.
I might be too far away. Yeah, I'm too. Actually, I can get to there, but I'm not within melee distance. I shall trigger my aura.
He still lives.
Good. And that will end my turn.
Rano.
Non-lethal bunking. Because I don't want to be the one that spoils everybody else's fun.
Out cold.
And stay down.
All right. Anybody plan on attacking him while he's down?
No.
Not with Rano standing over him, no.
All right. Combat is over. What would you guys like to do?
Intimidate the guy when we wake him up and intimidate him. Or I'll tie him up first.
I'm gonna pat Isifa. I'm gonna just take Isifa and like force her to sit.
Sitting.
Just on the ground. It doesn't matter.
You don't want me to intimidate him?
I'm gonna hold up her arm and point to the gash.
Ah! Right. Sitting. Yes. Sitting will be good.
Oh, for however it matters, by the way, I still have one of these. Didn't realize it was in the bottom of my pack, and I pull out a potion of greater healing. I mean, I can keep hold of it for now, but or we can just use it on Isifa. Save whatever magics you have. Save.
Well, we already have a ton of berries. I'm gonna just start I take my 5 berries and stick them in her hands. Eat.
So I eat 10 berries, so that's what, 40?
Yep. And then why not? We'll use one more level 1 slot for 10 more berries, and I put them in her hand. Keep eating.
Okay, so 10 more berries is another 40?
40.
I'm only down 2 now, so that's
Okay.
enough.
So then I wipe the blood off
All
of her
better.
arm, examining the wounds. And while she's still seated on the ground, I'm gonna pull out that diamond dust that we had bought earlier. And I'm gonna hold it in my hand and kind of sprinkling it over her. I'm going to cast a greater restoration. See if we can regrow her nervous system and end all these shenanigans once and for all. Says I can undo a debilitating effect. And it's not necessarily limited to what is in the block. Because I've seen other things, other ailments affected that say they could be removed with greater resto. So it's basically up to Giz right now if he wants the joke to keep going or not.
As fun as the joke is, I will let it end. It was so much fun, though.
Ow!
And then I'm just to make sure, I'm gonna just reach over to like her bicep and just grab like a hunk of the skin there and give a good pinch.
Ow! Hey! Stop that! What did you do to me?
And then I'm gonna hug her. It worked.
Squish! Eek! Oh,
I fix you.
how are you? What did you do to me? Oh.
It's good to see that this has been corrected. See you later, Wired.
Well, at least we know the spell works.
Yeah, no kidding. But I wasn't even dead. Wow. Maybe we
Crow's
should
gonna
have
eat his
waited to
berries
use
as
that.
well.
So, now back to the event at hand, and I gesture towards the unconscious cultist.
Oh, right. Intimidation. You want me to intimidate him? I don't know that I'm very intimidating, but what the heck?
Well, we kind of need to wake him up first.
Probably helpful, yes.
Alright, after waking him up, and darn you roll, and I wanted to see her intimidate an unconscious person, but alright.
Restrain him! Restrain him! We didn't tie him up.
Oh no, I said I'm tying him up.
Okay. And I look super intimidating. Oh, wait, I have bardic inspiration. Do I want to use that? No, I'm not that inspired at the intimidation.
You can see the look of fear in his eyes as he looks around, but when you go to intimidate him, you can see him working even harder to stifle a laugh.
If he weren't already near death, I would punch him.
And just knock him out again, and then we'll get over. Maybe we feed him a berry. Oh, he's already up. Maybe we don't. I'm gonna go sit in the corner. And as I walk by, I point at Lou and make the skunk smell again.
Oh! Why do you do that? Moving away from Lou.
God, Lou. Control yourself.
Lou, you need like prestidigitation or something.
If I didn't have a negative strength score, I would punch her.
Oh, want me to punch him for you? Want me to punch him for you?
Thank you, Isfa. I would give her a silver.
Rano's beard absorbs the blow.
It's great. You just got decked.
I'm quite alright. Why does it say 10 plus?
Yeah,
Because
it's one.
it would be
Oh.
a crit, but there's no there's no dice.
There's no
roll.
dice to roll. It's just 10 damage because that's her strength mod. 1 plus her strength mod. I eat it like a man.
And then give you a cheeky grin, and I head back over to scowl at this guy.
Oh, very nice.
So Roland's gonna lean down and pretty much ask him where his encampment is, and assist in intimidation with Isafa next.
Yep, Crow's gonna get in on that action as well.
Ooh. Oh, I guess I don't know that my sword has other.
Crow will just kind of add, "You know why you're still alive, so you need to give us what we what we want."
As you say that, Crow, he looks at all the other dragon claws and dragon veins scattered all over basically littered all over the battlefield. The only reason I'm still alive is because I haven't been able to officially kill you yet.
Yeah, that's right. And that goes the same for every member of the cult we've come across so far.
Oh, one day we will.
Well, you say that, but I don't think it's going to happen. Anyway, where are the rest? Who knows? Maybe one of them will get...
Yes, you should send us to them so they can attempt to kill us.
Oh, you guys will find them soon enough. When they put their daggers into your throats.
They tried that. Missed. They got my arm instead.
Yeah, you guys aren't very good at that, but we're very good at killing you guys. In fact, you could say we're something of an expert on the matter.
If you're gonna kill me, just get it over with. Otherwise, let me up so I can finish you off.
Rono probably gets it over with.
No, can I kill him?
It's pretty simple. We could just kill you, easy way out, or we can let this drag on for a while, and things could get extremely painful for you, of course.
I've got some.
You see, we're the ones who make the rules, not you. So you can go ahead and tell us what we need to know, and we can make it quick, or you can try and hide the information, and we can make.
And I can have an anatomy lesson. I've got these daggers here. I can sort of check out where all your various muscles are and all.
And with that crack of the whip, the cultist dies.
You couldn't let me do it, Ron.
He's no fun anymore. Right, which way are we going? And Asfa stands up.
Before heading out, Roland is going to double check these cultist bodies for anything.
Right! Search all the things.
Yeah, what was that thing that one of them threw at me?
And are there any more of them?
Orbs of dragon breath.
Are they physical objects, or are they just like...
It's skills. Okay. Like the firebolt and...
Sure.
Yeah, no it's worries. Like a orb of fire that they generate.
And I'm assuming the short swords don't actually have any special properties. It's them that have...
As far as you can tell, there is nothing spectacular or special about any of the equipment they're wearing.
Foiled again!
Or any of the weapons they have with them. And you don't find any gold. No treasures. Nothing.
Alright, then. I dumped the short sword on the ground.
Yeah.
Should we continue?
We will continue hunting down this cell of the cult next week, because it's already 10. Sound good?
Yep.
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 Yep. All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming and hanging out. Appreciate you being here. I will see you first thing in the morning for Ghosts of Saltmarsh, if I'm not too tired.